Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carey. I appreciate you stopping by, especially since this isn't what I typically do here anymore. A makeup tutorial, seriously, except somebody said to me the other day, your makeup looks so fresh, and I thought to myself, this is honestly the most simple makeup look I've done in years. I added one thing to it today to get to this point, and just in case I forget to mention it, what I typically haven't been doing every day is adding a crease color of eyeshadow. I have not always been adding this. A lot of times I've just been throwing a wash of color, pretty and shimmery, over my lids. So if you feel like you don't need that, save a whole step in a bunch of blending. But here's a little tutorial for you today on a look that literally has been keeping me shine free. The makeup lasts. I have not been putting a ton of makeup on. I've tried doing just the concealer with no foundation. I need a little bit more than that to feel like I'm even skin tone. So if you think this looks nice, you want to see how I got it, stick around. That's what's coming up today. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, let us get started. So probably at the end I will record my intro where I'm telling you that this is going to be quick because this is going to be very light. It's what I did this week that I finally didn't feel like I was a cake face. And I'm going to take this L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear. This is in the color Natural Buff, which is 455. And I'm going to take a brush of any nature and just put on a very, very light amount of this. Mostly, I think I just want to even out my skin tone. So I'm literally going over the top half of my face quickly, the chin and this jaw, half, a quarter, a third of my face quickly, bring it down onto my neck a little. This is really super light. You're probably not even going to be able to notice this. I may need a little bit more for my purposes. Just want to even out the skin tone a little bit. Let's go with the concealer first. Moving right ahead. This is e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It's got a satin finish. This is the medium peach color, and I'm going to put it the corner of my eyes, outer corner, corners of my nose, corners of my mouth. So call it your corner concealer. Of course, I'm going to be using my Stila brush that you know I love for that. This is the number 33 brush that has the two brushes on either side, and it's what I use instead of my fingers to do the corners of my eyes every day, so I don't end up with concealer on my fingers and then transferring it all over. So I'm just keeping it there, bringing this outer corner up into where I am a little bit more narrow right in here. Because I'm over 50, I get some area, this area is getting more and more depressed and not quite as filled. Some people put filler in there. I don't, but I do want to help it out a little bit by not allowing it to be dark. A little bit of a lighter color than my face would make it appear to be a little larger there. I'm going to fill in any of this redness around my nose. Just really kind of get in there. And then I'm trying at the mouth, I'm trying to erase anything that is, any lines that are bringing my mouth downward to make it look like I'm frowning. So I'm just erasing the outer corner of my mouth and blending it outward. While this is all fresh and not settled into my creases, I'm going to powder it a little bit. Prep Set and Glow from Milani will do with I know some people like fluffy brushes like this to do a light powder, but I kind of want to smash it into my skin, and I want it to look matte here without using a lot. And I'm really just going to go in the center of my face. So I'm going to set it in there. I'm going to set the corner of my eyes next after I put the bulk of that on my forehead. Get the corner and then around my eyes where I put that. I feel like I still am not going back in for product, doing around my nose, back into the product, and I'm going to do my chin area. And that's just enough to look a little bit even. I don't look flat, I don't look cakey, and I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. Revolution Focus and Fix in the color medium dark. looks like that. There's like something that holds your brows in there, but I've never used that. I'm just using the colors with a little teeny tiny MAC stiff brow brush will do. I take a little toothbrush, whatever brow spoolie or whatever you like to brush your eyebrows with will work as well. But I do feel I want to shape them up a little bit. Kind of like to reinforce the arch and extend it a little bit. And then I probably with the lightest color come underneath to strengthen the underneath shape, and then what's extra I put into the front part of the brow. Do the same thing on the other side. Finish that up by running a brush or spoolie through it. And here's an Essence lip pencil in the color Happy, because if Happy were a color, sure, it could be this. I think Happy would be green, but a pinky nude, a pinky nude would be good, pinky beige nude. I like to line it so that the color doesn't bleed outside into the little lines around my lips, so I will do that. And then for a lip color that is a very long, I was going to say permanent, but it is really long lasting, I'm going to use a couple of these Maybelline products. I'm cleaning it off for you. This is Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink in the color Self Starter, which is a tube, very long lasting. Smear it with the bottom like that. And then we just have our eyes left. And this is what I've been doing. Honestly, it's been super simple. I've been using this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the color Ritz that looks like this. It's very sheer and it has a ton of sheen to it, as you can see. So I just put that on my finger. I don't know if you could see what it looks like on my finger, but you will see what it looks like on my eye, because I'm just going to gently tap it along my lids. Now, that's super fresh and it catches the light really pretty. Really, I was gonna say really beautifully, which would have been better English. But I thought because my eyes are a little bit older, I needed above my crease to recede a little bit so that it wouldn't look quite so heavy right in here. And while I do have a natural discoloration there that gives it a little bit of shadow, I thought I would share with you this little tiny palette I picked up at Ulta this week. It's called Nude Mood, and it is also by ColourPop. It's very nude looking. I don't need these two shiny ones because I did my Color Shock. So I was going to use this one here and then the one over here. Bare to Wear is the first row and Au Naturel is in the second row. And I was going to combine them together on a fluffy brush. Take those two colors together and then right in the crease there above the shiny stuff and below, just gonna do a little bit of that action, right? Just tuck it in there above the crease. But I want to make this area of my eye a little bit darker so it doesn't come forward but goes back into my head, because it's heavy hooded area of my deep set eyes. If you have deep set eyes and you're over 50, you may know what I'm talking about. Blend that out here. This bottom color here is called Moody. It's like a reddish brown. Kind of goes nicely, I would imagine, with this. But I took a little bit on this flat brush and I'm going to use that. I don't want any extra falling, but I'm going to use it to line under my bottom lashes, upper lid, along the lashes there. Then all we need is some mascara. But before the mascara, I have an Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, which has been my best choice lately for adding a little more dimension to my eyes with this lighter makeup look. I'm just going to line my inner rim. I line that with black. It will already give me like I have a little eyeliner on, and then I can take my Essence Get Big, and I'm not curling my lashes. I am going to direct them. Make sure you don't have any extra on the tip, because if you bump that into you, then you've got to wait for it to dry before you can knock it off. Starting at the roots of my lashes, kind of guiding it through. If you look down, that's kind of a trick to not get mascara on your skin above your eyes. So let's put a second coat of mascara on here. Not pumping the brush, but instead I'm trying to get all along the sides too, and then wipe off the tip. I'm just going to touch a little bit along those bottom lashes, not really coat them, but give them a little bit of a paint job right along the roots where they attach to my eye. I think it's just, oh, you know what I skipped? While that's drying, let's do just a quick little thing on my cheeks to make me look fresh. Any old blush brush, honestly, this is like one of the cheapest brushes I have. It's Precision Beauty. It's just in there. It's got a pink, so it kind of reminds me that I use it for pink blushes. And I'm going to use this Kiko Essential Face Palette that I picked up. It just says Smart on the back in 02. So it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. I picked this up. I've seen it online, but I got mine at TJ's. Look at these like pink blushes down there, like 3 shades of pink. It's got a highlighter, it's got a bronzer, and it's got a color, this one here, that I really feel could be used for anything. I've used it for eyeshadow. It's very pale. Let's see something. Let me just put, I'm gonna put it here just to see what happens. Wrong brush. I'm just gonna grab it on this little flat brush here and see if I put it here, if it's got any color to it. Yeah, that'll give a little bit of a, so it is basically a bronzer. And then I'm going to take the top color over here to the right, which is a highlighter. Just a little bit of that. Could do that if I want to. Don't have to if I'm in a rush. That's a little bit of highlighter. These 2 colors as the blush. On top of where I just put that bronzer. Back towards my hairline. And then with a smaller brush, I think I'm going to take this, the pink color just alone. It's super soft pink, and I love that right here. And maybe across the bridge of your nose. Now this, I don't know how long exactly this took because I wasn't timing it. I've just been distracted by all kinds of things down here, animals, whatnot. This is what I've been doing every morning before getting dressed. It's just been super easy and it's lasted all day. I don't touch it up during the day at all. Once the lip color's gone, it's been gone. Because obviously I'm spending most of my days on video calls or here. But that would be the only thing I'd have to refresh would be my lip color maybe halfway through the day. So people have said that it looked really nice and fresh. And I was like, wow, really? Because some days I haven't even been bothering with the eyeshadow color. If I'm just running errands and I don't have to be on camera for a Zoom call or for any screenings, and sometimes I'll just do the light wash of color on my lids, and I thought that was really pretty too. So also an option. If you found this at all helpful or interesting or inspired to go with like maybe less than you usually do if you're like me, or a little bit more if you're one who typically does barely anything within the makeup department, let me know in comments down below. Thumbs up would be great, and you subscribing so that we can do it again sometime. Not too many makeup videos anymore, but every once in a while. I'll look forward to seeing you back again soon. Until then, thank you and have a good one.